Hey.
Oh, you fell, dude. Why'd you fall?
Okay.
Why'd you fall? Get up.
I'm gonna show you.
Let's go.
After slamming the suspect to the ground, the officer can be heard continuing to taunt him as he places him in the back of the squad car.
What up? Yeah. Okay, I got you. All right. You still trying? I'll tell you, stupid motherfucker. What are you doing? We can have a seat in there.
After his supervisors reviewed the footage, Officer Tabisz was sent home and placed on administrative leave. On January 3rd, 2024, Officer Tabisz was charged with 2 counts of official misconduct and 2 counts of battery.
Kudos to police case study on YouTube. Let's break it down further. The Lake McHenry scanner wrote that the officer, Richard Tabisz, seen here, has been charged. Per the outlet, this all went down on December the 14th as officers responded to a call. The reason for it? A reported fight. They write, officers learned the suspect fled the scene after committing a domestic battery and violated an order of protection, according to Waukegan Deputy Police Chief Scott Chaston. Officers provided the suspect's description over the radio, and other officers located the suspect and placed him into custody. WaukeganIL.gov also put in a write-up, upon apprehension, the suspect was placed under arrest and was placed in Officer Richard Tabisz's custody for transport to the station for processing, as Officer Tabisz's squad car was better equipped to transport the suspect. Between handing off of the suspect to Officer Tabisz and his placement in the car, the officer was observed yanking the suspect to the ground after the suspect stopped walking. The suspect's head then hit the ground, and he sustained a minor, well, they're calling it a minor injury, we don't know that, for which he was treated and released at an area hospital. The suspect was subsequently charged with multiple charges of domestic battery and was held for his first court appearance. The next paragraph reads, Waukegan Police Department supervisory personnel were made aware soon after the incident of Officer Tabisz's actions toward the suspect by other officers at the scene and immediately reviewed the body-worn camera footage. After reviewing it, the officer was sent home and was placed on administrative leave. The next morning, the Waukegan Police Department would bring a case to the Lake County State's Attorney's Office for a review and investigation. Officer Tabisz remained on administrative leave during this time. A few thoughts here. All right. First off, we must say that if the crimes that they say were committed are true, the person that got slammed should go to jail, obviously. Like, it goes without saying. That's a layup. What hurts the department's case, especially in the court of public opinion, is if you have someone who incriminated themselves by doing a crime, and you decide as a policeman, which we have seen over and over again, you decide that you're going to be judge, jury, and executioner. You're already winning at this point. You don't have to do anything. You have to do nothing. You have to do nothing in this instance. All you have to do is put him in your car and transport him. That's it. Instead, Officer Tabisz makes himself a part of the story, which does not help in the slightest. And now, from what we're seeing, this is a civil case that may go to trial. I don't know. But what I think the outcome is going to be is what we have seen throughout time. as police departments have gone from, in its infancy, the slave patrols to where it is now. I think he will not work another day with the Waukegan Police Department. But like Brett Hankinson, who was out of a job in Lexington, Kentucky, and got picked up by Louisville's police department, it will happen with him as well. Because this sort of conduct is seen as justified if you wear a badge. There is this blue wall of silence that we have gone over. And I love hearing conservatives and liberals alike say, no, the problem is there's just bad apples. No, it's a rotten tree. It's a rotten tree. And if you want to argue that it should be torn down and built back up, we could potentially have that conversation. If you want to go in the form of abolition, we could have that conversation. But what I don't like seeing is, oh, I'm so glad they let him go, only for him to be picked up by another department where he could do this again. Because fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you know how it goes. I find this stuff to be unreasonable. I will never meet anyone that someone like this, who throws another person to the ground and could have potentially suffered brain damage because of it, I have a hard time believing that that person is just somehow going to learn, especially when you look up what he has done previously. This is not his first instance. It will never be a first instance unless it is their first day on the job. That's the infancy of the role. So as I'm looking at this, I see big problems, humongous problems. And I'm curious to see if prosecutors decide to go forward with this case, because we have seen as well how many just choose not to. Whether it's the police unions doing stuff behind closed doors or behind the scenes, or if it is some sort of relationship that a prosecutor could have or a state's attorney could have with a certain department. I'm very curious to see what happens. But I don't think we're going to see anything come of it other than him be silently let go. Some time will pass where we could potentially pay his salary, the taxpayers, and then he will get picked up by another department. I am confident in that happening because I've seen it way too many times for it to not happen again.